Welcome to Cumberland Country. I'm CJ Cumberland. For the next hour, I'll be your guide to the best local and regional country and bluegrass music around. So ease back, relax, and leave the rest to Crescent Hill Radio. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Cumberland Country. I'm CJ Cumberland, your host. We are live once again, coming live to you from the basement of the Crescent Hill Radio building here on Frankfort Avenue. It's really cold out there, guys. Is spring ever going to get here? Great show tonight. On the first hour of our show, we've got singer-songwriter Jess Langer. We'll be talking with her really soon. The second hour, we've got Chris Lee and the Broken Hearts. Chris has a brand new album and video coming out soon. So we'll be talking to Chris about that. First, let's take care of a little business. Cumberland Country is proud to announce that we are sponsored in part by American Recording Company. Check this out.
American Recording Company, dedicated to providing professional quality audio recording at reasonable rates. Our creative and knowledgeable engineers can help tailor projects to meet your budget. For more information, call 502-457-9057 or on the web at AmericanRecordingCO.com. That's 502-457-9057, AmericanRecordingCO.com. ARC Studios, Creative Soundscaping.
All right. Before we get to our guests, it's Jess Langer. I want to tell you about the Crescent Hill Radio annual Raise a Note benefit concert. It's right around Derby time, April 28th. That's a Sunday. It's from 4 to 10 at Expo 5 at 2900 South 7th Street. There's going to be two stages featuring Appalachian, Korean Hetty, Discount Guns, Robbie Bartlett, Trapper Keepers, Memphis Beck and Friends, Bridge 19, Anton Mink, Alana Fugate. Want to thank Expo 5 for providing the venue, cash bar and food. Like I said, two stages, plenty of parking. Now, Crescent Hill Radio is a 501c nonprofit community radio station, and we are offering, we're in the middle of a membership drive right now, so if you go to crescenthillradio.com and click on the heart in the top left-hand side of the screen, you can become a member for $25, and that membership allows you to get into the fundraiser for free. If you don't want to do that, there's only a $10 donation at the door to get you into that. So check it out. That's April 28th from 4 to 10 at Expo 5. All right. I'm proud to welcome my first guest tonight. She's no stranger to the local and regional music scene. Weaving soulful melodies with the roots of old school blues and jazz, Jess Langer brings a fresh flavor to the Louisville music community that packs houses at each show. Most recently for Grammy nominee Seth Glier. Glier. I'm sorry. Langer has been blazing a trail through her hometown with several different projects that can be seen live weekly. Her musical pursuits range from performing with Future Man of Bella Fleck and the Flecktones to recording with Shooter Jennings, and I'm going to talk to her about that just in a little bit. Jess has a show tomorrow night at Zazu's Bar and Grill with the Granny Whites, Jess Lafser, and I had trouble pronouncing this one. Is it Manana Bango?
Yes.
Manana Bango.
Uh-huh.
All right. Welcome, Jess.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Oh, no problem. Now, you've been on the show. You've been on my show once before, but you were singing backup. Mm-hmm. And I think you've been on several other shows here on Crescent Hill Radio.
I think I've been down here probably 5 or 6 times.
Right. But we've never actually featured you, so I'm kind of excited about that. Thank you for coming on Cumberland Country.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. Now, you probably know I've checked out your website because I was quoting part of your bio word for word there.
I noticed that, yes.
But let's talk a little bit about it. It also says in your bio that you've lived in several different states before settling here in Louisville. What brought you to Louisville?
Actually, I came here. I lived in so many different places, but all by the time I was 4. My dad works for UPS. He's a UPS pilot.
Okay.
So that's what brought us here.
Gotcha.
Their main hub is here.
Right,
so.
it is. And this is actually, we mentioned that on another show. You know Kyle James Hauser,
yes,
right?
Yes, I
do. That's actually the reason Kyle moved here, was because it's kind of got that hub thing going here in Louisville.
Yeah.
So he can tour and just kind of make this his home base. But now you're a classically trained vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about that. I mean, at what age did you start I guess taking the vocal lessons?
Yeah, I was really young. I mean, I always did choir and chorus and stuff like that, and started in elementary school, but I started taking one-on-one private lessons. I don't even remember what grade I was in, but I was very young. I did it all the way through high school, and once I graduated, I knew that was exactly what I wanted to do, but not exactly with classical music.
Right.
So yeah.
And it also says that you've traveled around the country singing the national anthem. How does that happen?
I have a really good friend of mine. I'll just give him a little shout out. Dan Rydell. He's a hockey player. He was a hockey player, and so he played for semi-pro teams. Kind of bounced around the country. So every time he would have game in Lincoln, Nebraska, I would fly out there and sing for their championship
well, that's pretty
game.
Cool.
And then also for tennis, I was a big tennis player growing up. So I would end up singing the national anthem before I would sing or before I would play.
Right.
So
now, are you one of those traditional national anthem singers, or do you kind of jazz it up?
Oh, I always kind of jazz it up.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You want to give us a few bars? No, I won't.
No,
never mind.
That's a hard song. That's a tough one.
She's never tripped on her skirt.
She hasn't. Well,
I haven't
good.
slipped on the ice. That's what just I've heard about those people.
Yeah. Well, you want to introduce the man to your right there?
Yeah, this is Dave Chandler, amazing guitarist and great friend of mine.
All right.
Yeah.
And you brought him to accompany you tonight. So let's go ahead and start out with a live tune.
Okay.
What are you going to play for us?
We're going to play a song we wrote together called Where Do I Go Now?
Where Do I Go Now? All right.
It's been a while now since I've been able to write it down. So many thoughts in my head to be able to slow them down. Too much to say, but how to say it's got me stuck in the ground. I try to move, I resort to screaming, please help me out. Where do I go now? I don't know where to go now. Is anybody out here? Is there anybody? Yeah. Where do I go now? I don't know where to go now. I just need someone to reach in and save me. It's getting quiet now. I've been waiting for someone to appear. There's no more screaming. I have learned that it only causes fear. This time alone, I really got to know who was always here. It's almost time. It's one more thing in my head's almost clear. Where do I go now? I don't know where to go now. Is anybody out here? Is there anybody? Yeah. Where do I go now? I don't know where to go now. I just need someone to reach in and save me. Because the rain has washed the ground away from all around me, and I can finally take a stand and climb out. Where do I go now and wash it all around? I can finally take a stand, I can finally climb out. Go now. Is anybody out here? Is there anybody? Yeah. Where do I go now? I don't know where to go now. I just need someone to reach in and save me.
All right. There's a lot of power behind that voice, I tell you what. You guys tune in to Ustream.com. We are streaming live the video. And just welcome. Let's talk a little bit about your influences. Actually, before that, let's talk about who do you listen to just for, when you're wanting to enjoy some music.
Like right now, what do I listen to when
Right.
Okay.
What's on your iPod?
Well, I'm a big fan of Spotify right now, so you
Okay.
can listen,
Right.
Huge fan of Alt J. I'm sure some of the people
Okay.
listening might know who that is. Huge. Like he's coming here in a couple weeks, and I'm like, I just got butterflies thinking about it.
Right. Cool.
Him, I really love Fink, like Fink.
Right.
He's from, I think, Great Britain somewhere,
Okay.
and he's not very well known, but when he sings, just something happens to me. I just really love it, and his lyrics are amazing. Martin Sexton has always been a huge influence on me, and I listen to him on a daily basis. So,
well, let's go into that now. Who, as opposed to who you just who you just listen to for enjoyment, who are more of your influences musically?
Like I said, Martin Sexton has been a huge. I think the first time I ever heard him sing was just in at someone's apartment, and then I got to see him play live, and I've seen him probably 5 or 6 times since then. So he's a big. Just his live performance to me is so captivating.
Right.
I've actually cry every time I see him play. Susan Tedeschi is another one.
Right.
I actually got to meet her and go backstage and kind of have a
Cool.
sit down, which was unbelievable. I'll never forget that. Down in Nashville, she played the Exit In, and I just went up to her and I told her, I look up to you, and like you are who I would like to be at some point in my career. I would love to, be where you are. And she just
at that level. You're right.
took me under her wing and said, "Hey, come on back. I want to talk to you."
Good deal.
Yeah.
Well, Crescent Hill Radio is all about local and regional original music. So I'm going to put you on the spot here, and who do you like locally?
Oof.
And I know you. Everybody says they're good. Don't worry about leaving people out. I'm sure they'll forgive you.
I'm right now. I listen to a lot. It's actually in my CD player right now. Discount Guns.
Sure.
Who are friends of mine. Very good friends, and
And you sung on that album.
I did. But I mean, even if I wasn't on it, like I just absolutely love them. I really see big things for them, and I'm really excited for them.
Well, they're playing out at the Crescent Hill Radio benefit concert April 28th. Are you going to be playing with them? Great. Cool.
Yeah. Other locals, I really like Nerves Jr.
Right.
Big fans of them. Oh my goodness. There's so many. I'm trying to think. Now you said don't leave anybody out, and that's all I can think of is leaving people out.
No, that's what they always. Some people don't want to say it because they're afraid they'll leave somebody out, and
like J.K. Mabry, Kyle James Hauser, all those people that you've named already are very good friends of mine, and I try and go out as much as I can and support local music.
Sure. Well, let's go ahead and play a cut from your album This Far Down.
Okay.
Now this album came out is 2010.
Yeah,
is that right?
It's kind of
And you actually we've talked about how you're wanting to get back in the studio, and we'll talk a little more about that later. But I think we're going to start off with Turn Around.
Okay.
Anything to say about that? That one?
I wrote that one. All of these songs, I think, except for 2 on this album, I wrote with co-writer and now no longer boyfriend, but it was about him going on the road and how I just wanted him to turn around and come back.
Gotcha.
So
okay,
that's
well,
what that's about.
Sounds good. Let's give it a listen. Turn Around with Jess Langer on Cumberland Country.
Just to hear your voice and I start missing your smooth words fell into my skin over and over and over again. So I call for you. Hey, baby, 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 baby. Hey, baby, 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 baby. So turn around, turn around. I don't think I'll make it another night. Turn around, you make me feel alright. Just be smooth, smooth like velvet, and wake me up without a sound. Show me you can do it. I'm sleeping all alone now, and no one is here to keep me warm now. I just want your hands. The nights are getting longer, and my mind, my thoughts are getting stronger. It's your turn to play the prisoner. You think I like to be alone, sitting impatiently by the telephone. It's time for you to get back. I'm tired of playing your tracks over and over and over again. Just to hear your voice and I start missing your smooth words velvet to my skin over and over and over again. So I call for you. Hey, baby, 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 baby. Hey, baby, 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 baby. So turn around, turn around. I don't think I'll make it another night. Turn around, you make me feel alright. Just be smooth, smooth like velvet, and wake me up without a sound. Show me you can do it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, and turn around, turn around. I don't think we'll make it another night. Turn around, you make me feel alright. Just be smooth, smooth like velvet, and wake me up without a sound. Show me you can do it.
All right, that was Jess Langer, Turn Around. And Jess is live in the studio with us. Thanks for coming, Jess.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about Nashville. We hinted to it before the song there. You moved to Nashville at the age of 18.
I did.
Tell us about your time there in Nashville.
Well, I moved down there. I didn't know a single person. Went down there by myself and just kind of got a job and started,
Right.
Networking and figured out, what I needed to be doing. And I was there for 7 years. I moved to different parts of town and made some amazing friends that I still have, now that I will always have.
Sure.
But great connections.
Right.
And I don't know, I had a really good time. But I came back 2 years ago, and I think you definitely know, but I'm going back.
Right.
in like a week.
Yeah, so you are for sure.
Yeah, yep. Packing up the car.
Man.
But you know what? I'm gonna be finishing out Thursday nights with the White Russians on through March.
Right.
And I'm going to be coming up playing shows with them here and there,
Cool.
and Discount Guns and whoever. Whoever.
Yeah, Nashville's just right down the road.
It's only like 2.5.
Right.
Well, it's supposed to be 3 hours. It only takes me 2.5 to get
Oh,
there.
okay. Well, we'll talk about that later. So you're when you originally moved to Nashville at the age of 18. I mean, you just started to develop your original sound, and I think we've called it. It's your classical training with inspiration from 60s and 70s soul, dirty blues, and folk rock. Is that?
Well, yeah, people always ask me, like, what kind of stuff do you do? Like, what genre? And I always say, like, soul acoustic blues.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I hear what's going on up there. Oh, okay. Yeah, soul acoustic blues.
For those of you that can't hear up there, the dogs are going nuts.
Right.
There's something upstairs that's stomping around up there.
Right. We do have upstairs neighbors, and sometimes they they like to dance. So
Tap dance.
Right. Let's see. Let's talk about your writing. Do you have a process when you write?
I do, and I think it's probably the weirdest process ever because I am, currently learning guitar, which has been awesome, and I love it. I'm having so much fun with it. But before I even picked up a guitar, I didn't play an instrument, so I would just basically, come up with a melody and lyrics all at the same time, and finish a song, start to finish, and then I would go with whoever I was writing with, whoever was playing piano or guitar, and say, hey, this is what I have. Maybe you can help me put some chords to this. Or, I was completely open with, changing the arrangements or, completely changing it. Like, that's how Dave and I came up with some of these songs. We each had, ideas, and we just kind of put them together. And
yeah, if I could chime in there for a second, too.
Yeah.
A part of that process that I think is really interesting with Jess is that her vocal melodies are so strong that they imply chord progressions that are really great jazzy chord progressions.
Wow.
That a lot of times singers will kind of just sing in one scale or they might sing a few notes, but Jess can sing through an entire verse, chorus, and bridge of a tune that implies a really varied and harmonic and melodic chord progression. So she's got that going for it. It makes my job really easy to just sit down and say, okay, well, these are all I've got to do is play the chords that are already there. So
well, that's good to know.
Yeah, well, there you go. This is going to be recorded on SoundCloud, so you can cut that little clip out and keep it and listen to it while you're in Nashville.
Yeah.
You began to co-write with other writers when you were down in Nashville. Do you like collaboration?
I do. I didn't really know. I had never even tried to write a song until I moved down there because that was such a big part of the music scene down there. That's how people make a living is, you get a cut on a record and you're a millionaire. So I was like, whoa, I got to maybe step it up a little bit. So I would literally be put into a room with a stranger and the door would be shut behind me and they'd be like, all right, we expect a song out of you when you're done. And I'm like, what? I don't even know this person. But it became normal to me to do that. Right. But, and I came up with some pretty cool songs, but it wasn't until I had like an emotional connection with somebody and a friendship and a relationship with someone that I really came up with something special.
Right. I think it's interesting to note. I always ask that question about your writing process, and you're the first person that's ever come in here and said, "Yes, I have a writing process." Most people are like, "No, it's just."
Oh yeah.
But that's cool. I mean,
it's not like I sit down. I'm like, I'm going to write a song right now.
Gotcha.
It's funny. I have written just about every single melody to every song ever in my car, and I record it on my phone.
Exactly.
And
I know that. I know that.
I don't
process.
listen to the radio really that much.
Right.
So,
well, speaking of original songs, let's play another live one. And these are the new ones. These aren't recorded yet, right?
Right. These are not recorded.
So the ones that are going to be on the new album.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
So what do we got coming up now?
This one is called "I Gotta Tell Ya." It's kind of a little bit of a downer, but that's kind of where I was when I was writing it. And, you know, he came in and put this beautiful guitar to it. And it's just, I love it.
All right.
There is something I gotta tell you, and I don't know just how to tell you without crying. Well, you make me feel so bad. Oh, you make me feel so sad without even trying. So damn hard to say to you that you're making this harder for me to breathe in. Now I feel I'm turning blue. So if you give me a little space to breathe, I might be able to accomplish everything you threw at me. Oh, and if you give me a little space to move, I might accomplish something spanking new and be happy to show you. Well, I guess that I just told you how I have been feeling these days, and I hope that we're okay, 'cause I look up to you in so many ways, and I don't know why it is so damn hard to say to you, oh, that you're making this harder for me to breathe in. Now I feel I'm turning blue. So if you give me a little space to breathe, I might be able to accomplish everything you threw at me. And if you give me a little space to move, I might accomplish something spanking new. Be happy to show you. I'ma be happy to show you. I said I'ma be happy to show you.
All right. That was a pretty one. I like that one.
Thank you very much.
We are live on Cumberland Country with Jess Langer. And Jess, we were just talking about the potential new album. And it's kind of up in the air right now. But tell me a little bit about, because you have you've recorded before.
I think it's so cool. You know, my favorite thing obviously is performing live, but studio is like a whole new world.
Sure.
Nice leather couches with suds in your hand.
There you go.
No, it's just so neat because you know, you go in there with, you know, the idea of it's going to come out this certain way, and it never does. It always goes somewhere in my experience better than what you thought.
Sure.
You know, I don't know.
Well, you've had a better recording studio experience than I have. If it come out better than you thought.
Not every time, but well, you know, I don't know.
I just told her during the break when we were listening to the track that you were playing there, and I said, "God, this album sounds so good.
Right.
Every single song sounds great, and the compression on it, it sounds. We're not supposed to talk about it on the radio. The radio's got its own compression, but it sounds. The album really sounds fantastic. And
it does.
I wish I was on it.
I'm wondering, I've been telling her that I don't want her to leave Louisville, but I'm wondering why she's still in Louisville. I mean, after that album, I mean, she should be touring the world.
Well, I don't think, honestly, that I was really ready to do that.
Right.
I had a lot of growing up to do. I had a lot of, living to do.
Sure.
So I had a lot to learn.
Well, let's go ahead and play one more cut from that album, This Far Down, and then we're going to come back and talk about your live performances and your show at Zazoo's.
Okay.
I think we're going to play This Far Down, right?
That
the title cut.
Yep.
Anything to say about that?
That one is a very personal song. I wrote that with a friend, Clarissa Riddles, down in Nashville. Actually, we wrote it in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
And friend Tom Schreck did the string arrangements on there for me, and that was probably my favorite day I've ever spent in a studio. Was recording this.
Well,
this
here
song.
it is on Cumberland Country. Jess Langer, This Far Down.
What is going on inside your head? I'm not sorry, I'm done being sorry, 'cause I'm the one that's hurt this time instead. I'm not sorry, I'm done being sorry. I have been so careful not to hurt you with the words I say and the things I do. Seems like every step I take you're gonna break if I don't keep my eyes on you. Now it's piling up, it feels like too much.
right. That was this far down.
So, one of my best friends in the whole world, who I met down in Nashville, we actually ended up on the same bill, and we laughed about it because our names are so similar. I'm Jess Langer, and she's Jessie Laughser. And we're like, oh, that is really weird.
Right.
So we introduced ourselves to each other and just hit it off. I mean, she's great. So we've been, playing shows together for a while, and it's been about 2 years since we shared the bill. And we were talking one day, and she's like, I kind of want to come up and play in Louisville.
Right.
So I talked to Hunter Embry from, from
Zazu's
the new
and
vintage.
Yep.
Yeah, and so we decided to put like a ladies' night together.
Cool.
And so we put, she's coming up, and she's bringing a guitarist. So her set's going to be acoustic, mine's going to be acoustic, but then we have the Granny Whites, who are also from Nashville.
Right.
All girls group. They are awesome. Really rocking girls. Do like folk type stuff. I can't explain it. You just got to come see it. They're great. And then Manana Bango, I'm actually not sure what they do. There's no music up anywhere of theirs, but I know that they're fairly new, but they're really good.
Are they from Louisville?
Yes, no? Okay. They are.
Well, cool. We'll have to
and that's at 9.
Check that out.
It starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow night, and it's going to go pretty late, I think. So, come whenever you can, and it's ladies get in free until 10 p.m.
Cool.
So that's kind of important to know.
Yeah, it is ladies.
The White Russians.
The White Russians. And I got a chance to see you guys down there one time. And
I'm weary from traveling, seasick from rocking back and forth, to and fro. It's hammering days tough as nail, larger than any fair, day and night, sun and moon, praying for you. Still I don't know when my time will come. Will I be sailing or swimming to shore? The North Star is hanging, the finest diamond. Will I stay afloat or sink like a stone? My health is failing me, my happiness wavering up and down, turning around. I fear I won't make it through this with anything left to give up. Push and pull, see me through, waiting for you. Still I don't know when my time will come. Will I be sailing or swimming to shore? The North Star is hanging, the finest diamond. Will I stay afloat or sink like a stone? But hey, oh, you late, and them trains, they don't wait when the ship comes in, and there's no familiar face. I guess I'll just walk myself back to the city from which I came, where no one remembers my name. Still I don't know when my time will come. Will I be sailing or swimming to shore? The North Star is hanging, the finest diamond. Will I stay afloat or sink like a stone?
All right, that was Land in Sight. Anna Bango, thank you very much.
Yes.
After looking forward to that show. What time does it start?
I believe it starts at 9, and it's $5 for guys, and ladies get in free until 10 o'clock.
All right. Well,
So it'll be
good deal.
$5 after 10 o'clock for ladies.
Truly is ladies' night at Zazu's. Let's talk a little bit, real quick, about where people can find info about Jess Langer. Maybe pick up. I mean, can we still get the CD?
Yeah. Obviously, it's on iTunes,
Okay.
and you can go to facebook.com/Jess Langer, and I have a band page and I have a personal page, so you
Okay.
send me a friend request or a message, and we'll go from there.
Good deal.
But definitely, facebook.com/Jess Langer.
All right.
You can get
great.
it there. Rhapsody, Bandcamp, all
Right.
that good stuff.
Well, I appreciate you being on the show tonight. I really do. I think we're going to do one more.
Reality is what you've been missing for the past week. I wanna check you back in. If I may, you see, reality is what you think you've been sipping. I wanna clear up your confusion. If I may, 'cause when you look around, I know you're seeing double. I don't mean to make you focus, I don't mean to cause you trouble. Oh no. So if I may, I'd like to ask you to stand up, take a bow. You had us all going for some time now. Stand up, take a bow. You had us all going for some time now. Yeah. See, now I don't think you should be waiting for applause after all this shit you've caused. So if I may, I would love to be the one to break it to you that you're losing my respect, and that is not all that you're losing. Oh no. So if I may, I'd like to ask you to stand up, take a bow. You had us all going for some time now. Stand up, take a bow. You had us all going for some time now. Ooh, you had us going and going and going and going and going. You had us going and going and going and going and going. You had us going and going and going and going and going. Still, I need you to stand up, take a bow. You had us all going for some time now. Stand up, take a bow. You had us all going, but I still need you to stand up, take a bow. You had us all going for some time now. Stand up, take a bow. You're gonna fall over, you better sit down. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Jess, for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us. I appreciate it.
I'm glad I finally got you in here,
I
actually.
know.
Again, Jess is going to be out at Zazu's tomorrow night. And let me see if I can get this right now. With Jesse Lapser,
Nailed it. Nailed it.
the Granny Whites, and I'm not even going to try that
Banana
one.
Bango.
Banana Bango. All right. So check her out. We're going to play one more from Jesse Lasser. This is Anywhere I Go on Cumberland Country.
In the summertime we are free, free as free can be. It's only you and me. We're not late for anything. It's open fields and blankets, wildflowers, whiskey rivers, and my handkerchief just in case. I love you all the way from Cambridge to Kennedy. Anywhere I go, and I want you just the same. From Brooklyn to California, anywhere I go. In the fall, I'm packing my suitcase, gassing up the car, 'cause I might be road weary again, but you're the fuel to this engine. It's yellow lines until you're blind. One more mile of road signs, long nights and long days. I love you all the way from Cambridge to Kennedy. Anywhere I go, and I want you just the same. love you all the way from Cambridge to Kennedy. Oh, anywhere I go, and I want you just the same from Brooklyn to California. Anyway I go, anyway I go, anyway I go, anyway I go.
With a pickup truck and some gasoline and a hammer down and I'm headed Abilene. I got the yoke on the stereo, can of dip and 4 hours to go. This rodeo life beats all I ever saw. Every bull a fucking bronco, it's always been the luck of the draw. Had a big time in the Lone Star State. I want a girl, but I didn't cover 8. Now I'm sneaking out for the late night. I hit the road and drive until it's light. Then I'm crossing the mountain up and I'm taking another choice in the prayer of the book that I covered this luck of the draw.
All right, that was C.T. Robinson, Luck of the Draw. The studio is abuzz. Chris Lee and the Broken Hearts are here, and we're setting up for the second part of Cumberland Country. Broken Hearts here really soon. But I'm going to go ahead and play you some brand new music.
Pretty blue eyes can't see through you if you just turn away. You can't call for her in the darkness if you don't know her name. Trust me when I tell you she's a devil in an angel's disguise. So take my advice and start out by saying goodbye. I've been there before, take my word and run for your life. Her skin might be soft, but her heart is as sharp as a knife. It's nothing to me, boy, I'm just trying to save you some strife and them long sleepless nights. So start out by saying goodbye. Hello is a promise that I left a man stronger than you. Oh, you can't pay the price for your wandering eyes. So start out by saying goodbye. Just trying to help you, don't get yourself all in a stew. Oh, you better think twice before breaking the ice. Start out by saying goodbye. Hello is a promise that I left a man stronger than you. Yeah, you can't pay the price for your wandering eyes. Just start out by saying goodbye. Haul your heart back outside before it ends up like mine. And start out by saying goodbye.
Lease a jet, chase the sunset, light your cigarette, spin you like a roulette. You wanna bet? When you sashay, I wanna play, have a soiree underneath the Milky Way, paint you like a Monet. Hey, hey, I'm losing all control. You make me wanna stomp kick with one taste of your lipstick. It sets me off like a rocket. Yeah, you take me to the moon and back again. Baby, what a wild trip. I'm bragging like a bullwhip. I'm tongue-tied to the tide bit. Yeah, like a rock and roll rodeo. You make me wanna stomp. Yeah. It's like an earthquake when we make love till daybreak. Chocolate cake on your face. You're my soulmate. Ooh, like nitro, gonna blow up like pyro, tumble like a domino. You in those stilettos, but what a way to go. I'm losing all control. You make me wanna stomp kick with one taste of your lipstick. It sets me off like a rocket. Yeah, you take me to the moon and back again. Baby, what a wild trip. I'm bragging like a bullwhip. I'm tongue-tied to the tide bit. Yeah, me off like a rocket. Yeah, you take me to the moon and back again. Baby, what a wild trip. I'm cracking like a bullwhip. Tongue tied to the tide bed, yeah. Like a rock and roll rodeo. You make me wanna stomp. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You make me wanna stomp. To the nights I can't remember and the things I won't forget. Should have been dead a long time ago, but they ain't got me yet. Oh, blessed be the bad ones like me. Blessed be the bad ones like me. Finish what you started. I'm here to do just that. God just might forgive you, but you know that I can't. Oh, blessed be the bad ones like me. Blessed be the bad ones like me. Yeah. Drifting around from town to town to do what I've got to do. Ain't no more looking back for me. My sights are set on you. Oh, blessed be the bad ones like me. 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 Be the bad ones like me. Blessed be the bad ones like me. To the nights I can't remember and the things I won't forget. Should have been dead a long time ago, but they ain't got me yet. Oh, blessed be the bad ones like me.
Since the last time we spoke.
Yeah. I've got a couple of reviews here. Actually, they're pretty good. If you don't mind, if
absolutely,
I'm sure you like to hear nice things about yourself, right?
Just the good parts.
Yeah. Park Bench called it slightly dangerous stuff that goes against the current mania for processed pop country, and it's full of humor and rowdy musical fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah. I sent it to Patsy and Bud because Bud Lee is a friend of mine that wrote the song "Friends in Low Places."
Right, cool.
I couldn't help it; I had to send it to him, so we got a good laugh about
that.
Right.
Country Music People magazine from the UK called it a masterpiece of despair.
Yeah, that was kind of. I didn't know what to think about that at first.
No, well, that's I mean, come on, country music.
That's right.
I mean, come on.
That's right. Yeah.
One more, Country Music Association has recognized the album in both Who's New to Watch in 2013, which features new or emerging artists, and Close Up, which generally features only major artists.
Right.
And you're on your way, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, CJ, that really shocked me. I was blown away when CMA recognized it, along with these other great artists. It just, I'm thrilled.
Well, I'm glad you guys came in, and you're not, you're a little under the weather, but you've agreed to sing one live for us, and we're going to.
A little bit of a boot scoot type song that kind of a little Lyle Lovett like. Just lots of fun.
All right.
Great song, a lot of fun.
Well, here's Who's That from Chris Lee and the Broken Hearts.
I wasn't gone for all that long. Something here just seems all wrong. You stay on that phone all night. You say you gotta go out this evening with some old friend for a bite. Who's that? Hugging on my sugar bee. Who's that? Hanging around my apple tree. Who's that? Yeah, I thought I was your man. Who's that? I just don't understand. Who's this Facebook Romeo? He doesn't look like some old Joe. And do you think I got no sense? Don't you know that emails are just like fingerprints? Who's that? Hugging on my sugar bee. Who's that? Hanging around my apple tree. Who's that? Babe, I thought I was your man. Who's that? I just don't understand. Honey, there's no need to lie. Know about that other guy. Baby, how could you be so cruel? Do you think that I'm a fool? I followed you all over town, dragging my poor heart all around. When you stepped out of that bar, hey, wait a minute, I thought I saw somebody get into your car. Who's that? Hugging on my sugar bee. Hanging around my apple tree. Who's that? Babe, I thought I was your man. Who's that? I just don't understand. Who's that? Do you think that I'm a fool? Who's that? Baby, how could you be so cruel? Who's that? I just don't understand. I put the ring on your hand. Who's that? Susan's got our Christmas list. And something here I have missed. Baby, this ain't my shoe size. I can see right through your eyes. Baby, how could you be so cruel?
And the Broken Hearts. You want to introduce the Broken Hearts?
Yeah, well, to my right here, I guess you guys can't see on the radio, this is Rob Johnson.
Darn good-looking guy.
He's playing the guitar and just awesome all around. Been at it for years and years. And,
right.
My right-hand man. And behind him is David Williamson. And David is the drummer, and he's playing a little snare with brushes today, which is really hip.
Right.
And he also does backing vocals, and David does all kinds of other things for me.
Yeah, don't cut him short now. I mean, he's doing the PR work, and he's doing.
And we had a good time slinging the camera around when we made the Make It to Heaven video, which will debut. CJ, I hope you're there.
I'm going to be.
Good man.
I plan on it.
Yeah, in fact, David directed it, so it's quite something.
I saw some pictures, actually, from Facebook from the shoot. It looked like a lot of fun.
We were trying not to give it away too soon.
Right.
Yeah.
Just tease people with it.
Gotcha.
Can't wait.
And who we got here?
And over here on bass is Tim Rocky, and Tim holds down all the not only the bass notes but also the backing vocals. An extraordinary vocalist as well.
Right.
And we're just four of us. We spent a lot of time together.
Right. Well, let's go ahead. There's a couple members of the Broken Hearts that aren't here tonight, right?
Yeah. Bob Ramsey plays keyboards for us. He's not able to make it tonight, and our Reed Moore is our pedal steel player.
Now
he's busy with the cows tonight.
Is he really?
That's Henry. That's Henry County, y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got a chance to see you guys not too long ago out at Headliners.
Elvis's backup man.
Right.
DJ, what was his name?
Fontana?
Yeah, Fontana.
Right.
How many people you know have done that?
And you do, I mean, you have a talented band. The Broken Hearts are the best of the best in Louisville.
Amazing group of guys. Yeah, everyone on their own is extremely talented.
Exactly. So, I don't know.
Lucky.
Do you pay him really good?
I do the best I can. It's never enough. I'll tell you that.
He's laughing.
I got a free CD.
There you go. So did I. And I'm not even in the band.
I keep wondering when I'm going to get paid.
Right. You know
Speaking of free CDs, CJ, I might mention we're doing a little campaign on our Facebook.
Okay.
If you like us, Chris Lee and the Broken Hearts on Facebook, and you have your name on the list when we get there, you will get a complimentary Broken Hearted Friends CD the night of the show at Headliners.
There you go.
So, you know.
And we're going to talk more about at the old home place, I guess they'd call it.
Yeah, we actually filmed that a great deal. Part of it was here in Louisville. Stevie Ray's and Irish Rover were two spots, and we ended up filming a lot of the church scenes and the barn scenes actually at my uncle's old place. I spent a lot of time there, and that's in Georgetown, well, outside Georgetown, a place called White Sulphur, Kentucky. Really, a lot of people don't know this, but it's the second oldest Catholic church west of the Alleghenies. It was built in 1794.
Wow.
And it's just really something to see, and the whole farm was just spectacular. And we came away with some amazing photos.
Right. Now, the video, is everybody going to get a chance to see the video at the CD release, or are they? Okay, so everybody who comes. All right, good deal. We're looking forward to that. Real quick, and we're gonna play another cut off your album, and then we're gonna come back here in a little bit and let you guys play live. But you did mention when you were here last time that as a teen, that you hitchhiked to California and you went out there to make it in the music business. And I thought, that's cool story. So let's touch on that a little bit. Were you were a rocker back in the day, weren't you?
Yeah. I was about like everybody else. I mean,
right.
You know, singing the Stones and Zeppelin.
Gotcha. So you decided would you go to Hollywood?
Yeah.
Los Angeles?
Yeah. I packed up my, I put my CD, well, back then it wasn't a CD, it was a tape. I put it in my backpack with a 3-piece suit. And back then we wore 3-piece suits.
Right.
And I took the bus up to Chicago, so my parents didn't know that I was hitchhiking across the rest of the country.
Right, you threw them off.
And then I hitchhiked, and it was quite an adventure. I met so many crazy people.
I bet.
And then I ended up down in Hollywood, and I got down there and put on my 3-piece suit, got my tape, and walked the Sunset Boulevard, and walked right into the record labels and said, "Here I am. You know, I need a record
I'm ready
deal."
To go.
And of course, that was my entry into the real world.
Sure.
It was eye-opening.
Well, I'm waiting for the book.
Oh my God! I don't know if I want to say a lot of these things that happened.
Right.
You got yourself in trouble last time, didn't you?
Yeah, it might not go over well with the family.
Right.
Leave it in the book.
Let's go ahead and play another cut off. I think I've got that track lined up. All right, here it is. Chris Lee and the Broken Hearts, Money.
Hair of gold and eyes of green. Money was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Behind her big old smile, you won't be saved. And her wicked ways will send you to an early grave. Money liked to spread herself around. Every time that we'd go out dancing all over town. But in the morning she always made me wanna cry. 'Cause my money she done run off with another guy. And money, she don't love me anymore. Money done walked out of my door. Money, she don't love me anymore. Money, I'm feeling so awful poor. Money's Uncle Sam was a zillionaire. The sky was the limit and green grass was growing everywhere. I made an investment in a bar, or maybe two. My investment did not work out the way investments are supposed to do. Money made me feel just like a fool. And now I'm too young to beg and too old to go back to school. The money, she don't love me anymore. Money done walked out of my door. The money, she don't love me anymore. that my sweet money stopped hanging around. I dream about her both night and day, and hope that one day soon money will come my way. Money, she don't love me anymore. Money done walked out of my door. Money, she don't love me anymore. Money, she ain't nothing but a dirty old whore. Knowing that makes me love her even that much more.
New album, Broken Hearted Friends, and Chris Lee and a few of the Broken Hearts are live in the studio here on Cumberland Country. We're chatting, and they're going to be playing live for us here any second now. But you kind of we mentioned you went to California and tried to be a rock star.
Right.
And
see how that worked out.
Right. And I wanted to be a rock star when I was younger too, but anyway, you came back and just basically got a haircut and got a real job.
Right. I came back and decided, better get a real job. So I actually became a chef.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Cool.
became a chef.
Cool.
And I got a culinary degree.
Right. Well, you know what? Chicks dig that, don't they?
Oh,
You're
they
a
do.
musician
They do.
and a chef. I mean,
it's amazing.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, it was hard work. So
Right.
I love cooking for
Right.
you have one person you can cook for.
Right.
It's fine. When you have 100, it's
Right. Well, my I'm gonna get myself in trouble here.
Yeah,
but,
me too.
But
Me
my
too.
wife.
I like that. That's great.
But
The long and the short of it is I'd gotten away from it. I mean, I'd try to make it on and off while I had
Sure.
children, like so many of us. But you can't. Once it's in your blood, you can't give it up.
Right.
But when I got divorced, that I basically thought, "What am I doing? Why
Right.
haven't I been playing?"
Right.
And I picked my guitar back up and started writing again. And it's funny this time. I started writing for me.
Sure.
Rather than having all the starry-eyed ideas that. We all plant in our heads. I just started writing songs about
Right.
my situation,
and a divorce can be a
Oh,
lot of inspiration.
all of these songs, one way or another, on my
Right.
album, were all inspired by
Right.
the tragedy of the whole thing.
Sure. But I mean, I guess. I don't think we're going to give away the surprise ending of the video, are we? We're going to make them come out to...
We don't want to give away any surprises, do we, Dave?
Right.
The video leaves you wondering
right
what actually happened at the
Gotcha.
end. So
Gotcha.
I got to tell you, though, that was one of the biggest undertakings. Unreal.
Right.
There's probably, more than 50 people
At least.
that helped to make that
Great.
video. It's a big production.
Cool. Well, you know what? I think it's time to play a live tune here. And what are you going to play for us?
We're thinking about doing Broken Hearted Friends.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, great.
3, 4, 5.
I don't know what made her mad. She's screaming something about me and her dad. And all men are useless and she's drowned in tears. Yes, I don't understand her at all. She's got something against football. She broke my remote and poured out all of my beers. And that ain't right. So here I am again with my broken-hearted friends, and this empty bottle talk to us all night. Here I am again with my broken-hearted friends, and loneliness is the only one that treats us right. She threw my clothes out on the lawn. She's screaming and yelling till past dawn. Every neighbor in the block had been drawn in. So I threw them all in my car and headed down to this here bar. I had myself a drink, hell, I fit right in. That's right. So here I am again with my broken-hearted friends, and this empty bottle talk to us all night. Here I am again with my broken-hearted friends, and loneliness is the only one that treats us right. Go on now, Rob. As I look around in this place, there's broken hearts on every face, and a few new fools mixed right in. Suppose I'll die here in my beer, but I know you won't shed no tear. You'll probably throw a party with your one best friend, and I mean you, baby. But if I do die in this place, there'll be a big old grin on my face, 'cause every stranger in this place is my best friend. Yeah, that's right. Hey. So here I am again with my broken-hearted friends, and this empty bottle talk to us all night. Hey, come on now, guys. Oh, here I am again with my broken-hearted friends, and loneliness is the only one that treats us right. One more time. And loneliness is the only one that treats us right. Woo! Yeah.
All right. Chris Lee and the Broken Hearts. Broken-hearted friends. That's the title cut off the new album. Sounded good. I didn't know there was going to be like an audience participation in there. I would have turned my mic on.
We could have had you there, man. We needed you. Say I had a few good songs, and a buddy of mine here locally named Tom Mabe, he's a comedian.
Right.
He listened to the tunes and said, "You got to meet Moose, my friend Moose. Let's do these right. Let's take it down to Nashville." So I met this guy named Jim Moose Brown.
Right.
I didn't know at the time until I got down there that Jim's like a major deal. In fact, right now he's out on the road with Bob Seger as his guitar player. But Moose has done so much. He's won, well, I guess one of his biggest claims to fame is he wrote the song "It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere."
Yeah, and he produced Jamie Johnson's
album. He produced Jamie
Johnson.
That's right. And, that was an amazing album. And he's worked with Willie Nelson.
Right.
You played keyboards for Brad Paisley. I mean, he's done a lot.
Sure.
Amazing guy. Great guy, too. Just all-around super dude. And, the whole experience was amazing. I'd never worked with, in a situation where I went in there and basically every song on the album is one take.
Right.
And we'd go in there, I'd sing my little song, play it on my guitar the best I could. And these guys would take over, and it was amazing how quickly they worked. Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot.
Those Nashville cats, I think they go. Or something else, aren't they?
Yeah, we had some great people. I mean, every one of these guys have a huge resume.
Right.
I mean, in fact, one of the funnest parts of it is the stand-up bass that's played in my on the album.
Right.
Was Grandpa's bass off Hee Haw.
Oh,
you remember
really?
the show
Oh,
Hee Haw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there it was. I got to touch it.
I do remember.
I was a big fan of Hee Haw.
Right. I was too. A real big fan. In fact, it's funny that you mention it because just today I actually received a CD in the mail from a producer named Larry Ferguson down in Nashville, and he's actually from Louisville. Mm-hmm. His dad actually is a guitar player here in town. Lulu Roman, if you remember Lulu from Hee Haw, she just did like a heaven.
Another drunk evening, I don't know her name. Just another dancer, she don't have the answers. She wants more than change. Outside the strip club, an old man said to me, "Son, you can't get to heaven with this kind of living. It's all misery." And I said to him, if you make it to heaven, tell them I'm not doing well. Could they send me an angel? 'Cause I've done my time here in hell. Streets are uneven, I had to sit before I fell. And where is that Bible? I rest on these church steps just for a spell. Very next morning, a preacher said to me, son, you can't get to heaven without some forgiving. Come inside, you'll see. And I said, if you make it to heaven, tell them I'm not doing well. And could they send me an angel? 'Cause I've done my time here in hell. Last night I thought I heard Jesus calling my name. I ran my car off the road in the pouring rain. If I make it to heaven, tell them I'm not doing well. And could they send me an angel? 'Cause I've done my time. Yes, I've done my time. Well, I've done my time here in hell. Another drunk evening, I don't know her name.
All right, that was "If You Make It to Heaven." Another cut from the brand new Chris Lee and the Broken
There it
Hearts
goes again.
album, Broken Hearted Friends. Let me just tell you guys out there in radio land that our CD player, if you don't stop it after a cut, it goes right into the next cut. And tonight, I've just not been on it. I don't know what it is. I think it's
We're distracting you.
No, yeah, Chris is so good looking.
Oh,
I mean,
my
I
gosh.
just-
There are cameras in here, aren't there?
But we are live in the studio with Chris, and actually your band kind of left you. You're not playing.
They all just got up
just
and left. I mean, I think they needed a potty break.
But David, you're the guy that keeps the rhythm is still here. Your drummer.
Yeah.
And I've had a chance to talk to David. Get over on a microphone here, David.
Okay.
I've had a chance to talk to David quite a bit about a bunch of different things, and he mentioned that he was in the Monarchs, and we were talking on the phone. And actually, Cumberland Country is sponsored in part by American Recording Company, and I was out at the studio. It was Wednesday, I think, and the day before, I just talked to David about the Monarchs, and I walked down the hall, and there was a picture of the Monarchs, and there was David.
and Tim Rocky as well. That was
Tim Rocky.
I did that Louisville zone. That I think they just did. They ticked over well over 50 years in Louisville.
Right.
I got to do 20 plus with them. Tim did 13.
Right.
And that was a great experience. And you can't. I mean, you can walk in almost any gas station around here and say the Monarchs. They're like, oh yeah.
Right.
So it kind of leads to other things.
Sure.
Bigger and better things in my case with Chris.
Right. Right.
It's awesome. I feel so lucky. I've got the Monarchs rhythm section and backing vocals.
Right.
I've got one of the best guitar players, pedal steel, and keyboard players in the entire area. I'm lucky.
You do, and I mentioned that earlier. You have an all-star band.
Yeah, I do.
Let's talk a little bit about the show at Headliners. We've been mentioning it for the past almost hour now, but you've got your CD release show at Headliners March 9th.
Right.
You got we mentioned Miss Jenny Carr is going to be
Mm-hmm.
opening the show. What time does the show start?
It starts at 9.
Doors open at 8.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's a ridiculous ticket price, a whopping $5.
Wow, you can't beat that.
To get in Headliners.
Jenny Carr and Chris Lee and the Broken Hearts for $5.
Yeah, and like I say, if you look us up on Facebook, Chris Lee and the Broken Hearts, and like us, and you're a new you get on the list. Have a CD.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
We're
go.
going to pass out some CDs at this. We feel like the people in Louisville have done so much to help us, and there's so many people we can thank.
Right.
It's unreal. And I think there's going to be a good bunch of people because it's bringing a lot of people that want to see the video along with their families.
And we're also inviting, we were talking about the production of the If You Make It to Heaven earlier.
Sure.
We had a lot of people volunteer their time. We had people with
Unreal.
vehicles, vintage vehicles, some costumes. People brought their kids out, and we have some scenes where we just, we just had a great bunch of people, and so we're inviting all of them to come out for that evening as well.
And let's talk about the video for If You Make It to Heaven for a minute, because this is not just some guy with his digital camcorder. I mean, this is a full-on Hollywood production.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We were very lucky to get some very cool locations. Stevie Ray's let us in there on a Sunday. We were at the Irish Rover. Craig Caviar Forge. There's a scene where Chris is at work at the forge. And then the church. Talk about the church.
Yeah, the church, as I mentioned a little earlier, the church has been in my family since I was born. Before that, it was my uncle, before he passed away at 98, I think it was.
Wow.
He was the caretaker of the church, and this church was built in 1794, and it's historic. And
And the name of the church?
it's called St. Francis.
Okay.
And there's an old cemetery across the way, and there's a soldier buried there from the Revolutionary War.
Oh, wow.
I mean, this goes way back.
Sure.
And it's just some amazing footage, and the church is said to be haunted, and we had some real fun experiences while we were there filming.
Right.
And along with the fact that my uncle's house, the old farmhouse, is right next door with all the barn. We've got some scenes of us in the barn and just some amazing shots. I mean, this video is not like a regular country music video. It's more like a movie.
Right.
There are no tractors.
No tractors
in this. None of that stuff.
Yeah, we wanted to do something different.
Sure.
And the song itself is pretty serious. And when I wrote the song, I was really in a downward spiral. And we wanted to reflect what the mood of the song.
Sure.
And David did an amazing job directing it. Of course, he does that for a living.
Right.
So
David Williamson, your drummer.
Yep.
That's right, Kentucky Shooter. You can look me up. Film still in motion photography. People think it has something to do with guns, but no. When I go to work,
gotcha.
It's a camera.
Yeah.
And then we were lucky enough. Chris was introduced at some point to a fellow that's also a Louisville native, Wayne Shepard.
Yeah.
And talk about Wayne a little bit, because that's we just got very lucky with that.
Yeah, I met Wayne through Bob Ramsey, our keyboard player, and through James Kodak, who played for the Scorpions for years. James is a friend of mine. I grew up with him.
Oh, no kidding. I know James.
Yeah, I grew up with him. In fact, we played music together when we were young for a bit, but he introduced me to Wayne, and I got to talking to him and found out he was an effects editing guy out in Hollywood, and we became fast friends. And
cool.
And he agreed to get on here and do the effects. And Wayne is probably one of the most sought-after effects guys in the world.
Right.
What he has been on is, I mean, you would recognize many of the movies that he's done. He did the effects for 300. We Are Spartans. He did Seabiscuit. He's been involved in, I think,
Sting.
Apollo 13.
Did he work for Sting?
That was my Benny worked for Sting.
okay,
The guy
sure.
that mixed my album has done work with Sting.
Now I tell you what, when you say you were a special effects guy on 300, I mean that's saying something, because wasn't like all the scenes in that film were special effects? I mean CGI, right?
Yeah, it was groundbreaking.
Yeah.
In fact,
his company is called atthepost.com,
Yep.
and you can see some of the work that he's done. So
yeah, check it out. It's fun.
We're really happy to give Wayne a shout out. you
Right.
know.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I mean, I can't believe how many people have come together not only to make this album,
Sure.
not only Moose and all the guys that were involved in it, and then to have Benny Facconi, I think he has 25 Grammys to mix it for me, and then have Gavin Lurson master it, who also did "Oh Brother Where Art Thou" and "Walk the Line,"
right?
And which is no small potato. And then turn around and have Wayne involved in helping us do this video. It's like magic.
Well, not to you know. I mean, you said you were a chef, but you have all the ingredients for a major hit there on your hands.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, who would have thought? You know, I never dreamed that that it would turn into this. But it seems like a rolling thunder.
Right. But March 9th at Headliners, Chris Lee and the Broken Hearts CD release party and video premiere. You're gonna have like your merchandise out there and everything.
Oh yeah, and we'll have a merchandise table. This is gonna be one of the times when we give away some CDs that were just pressed to the folks here in Louisville that come to the show, because, like I say, this is my hometown, and we wanted to start out here.
Right. Well, we mentioned that local singer Jenny Carr is going to be opening up. So if you guys don't mind, we'll play a song from Jenny, because she's one of our favorites here at Cumberland Country. Also, this is actually off Jenny's new album that came out, I think, just last September. I think this is called "Famous" by now on Cumberland Country.
Awesome.
I've stood tall and I've hit the ground. Another city, another club, another stage, yeah, I've been around. With big names up in lights, from best friends to barroom fights, yeah. I've been a genius and a clown. After all I've done, I should be famous by now. 20 years of interstates, white lines and neon signs. I've been paying bills and paying dues. Can't nobody say I ain't done my time. I'm living dreams on weekend nights. I'm a legend in my own mind, yeah. I'm alive and don't know how. And after all I've done, I should be famous by now. 'Cause I've played shows all around this land. I've been close so many times, just never
just fine. Staying right here. And I'll play more shows than George Strait will this year. I'm sound checking, setting up. I'm loading stuff in my old truck, 'cause there's no roadies to tear everything up. And after all I've done, I should be famous by now. Yeah, after all I've done, I should be famous by now.
All right. Welcome back to Cumberland Country. I'm CJ Cumberland, your host, and we're live in the studio with Chris Lee and the Broken Hearts. And that was Jenny Carr, famous by now. And Jenny's going to be opening up for Chris Lee and the Broken Hearts out at Headliners Music Hall March 9th for the Broken Hearted Friends CD release party. And, Chris, I appreciate you coming in again.
Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.
I was telling you off the air earlier that you're officially the only artist who's been on Cumberland Country live twice.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Right. And I appreciate you
honored.
coming in, man. And
really appreciate it.
You know what? Anything you guys want to say before we head out of here?
Well, and you will go down forever as being the first one to put Chris Lee
That's right.
and the Broken Hearts on the airwaves.
Just mention me on the Grammy acceptance speech.
So
We'll do it.
When Chris talks
We'll do
about
it.
all the little people, I'll be on the
one of them,
list,
right.
and you will too. So.
I don't know. What do they say? Don't start counting the seats on the bus just yet.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I do appreciate it. You were brave enough to put us out on the air, and I really appreciate it.
I liked it from way back, man. So it's an honor to be the first to play on the radio, and I'll be one of the many. I think as time goes on.
Well, I hope so. I hope you're right. It seems to be taking off pretty big right now.
Right.
In fact, I think we're number one on the radio in Johnson City, Tennessee.
I saw that. Saw that. Yeah.
So if we were on Hee Haw, we would say Johnson City, Tennessee.
Salute. That's funny. You know what? The kids out there listening won't know what the heck we're talking about.
Yeah, you got to be over what 40s.
Probably, yeah.
I'd like to thank CJ because it's really good to see a smiling face at these different things that we're at. And
Sure.
you always see you're supportive of us, not only in this, but come out, watch us live,
Right.
say hi, and as hectic as some of this stuff is, it's good to have people around that
Right.
that supporting you. So thank you.
Well, yeah,
Very
no
true.
problem. I enjoy
Very
it.
true.
That's one of the parts of my job that I love is I get. I don't get paid a whole lot, but I get.
We don't either.
Yeah,
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I get free CDs. I get to go out to all the cool shows.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Well, we really appreciate you being there, man.
Yeah.
I see your smiling face out there every time.
Well, I enjoy being there, and you're going to see me March 9th at Headliners for the Chris Lee and the Broken Hearted Friends CD release party. How was that for a segue?
That's fantastic.
And also the video premiere of If You Make It to Heaven. Thanks, guys.
Thank you
I really
so much.
appreciate it.
Thanks for having us on.
We're gonna
see all you guys out there.
We're gonna play one more, the Ballad of Bobby Sue, and
Great.
And we're David.
Yeah, I was gonna. The only thing we haven't mentioned is obviously the Facebook page. But if you want to look and read some more about Chris and his story, you can go to chrisleemusic.com, and that's spelled Leigh.
That's right.
So it's chrisleemusic.com, and there's all kinds of stuff that you can read about Chris, and hopefully it's all good.
Right. Well, I hope so. If it's not, you better
Shape
fire the guy who does the website. But thanks
that would be David. Dave can't fire himself.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Here's the Ballad of Bobby Sue from Chris Lee and the Broken Hearts on Cumberland Country. See you next week.
She was a homecoming queen at the county fair. I was a nobody king going nowhere. She came from a family of means. I came from a house of broken dreams. Why would she care? Why would she care? Well, I walked her home and she said, "You got a cigarette I can bomb?" And we talked about the people we knew, and I said, "Hey, how about me and you?" She just smiled. She just smiled. But behind her disguise, I saw a teardrop in her eyes. Yes, there's some things that makeup just can't hide. When you're broken inside, broken inside. When you're broken inside. I was kind of scared of that big old guy named Freddie back in school. And I laughed. I said, maybe I'm really not all that damn cool or all that bad. She said she's living her mother's dreams, determined to give her all the things she never had. Never had. I could tell it really made her sad. But behind all her pride, I saw a teardrop in her eyes. Yes, there's some things that money just can't buy. When you're broken inside. Pumping gas. Heard she married some big old rich millionaire. Why should I care? Why should I care? And she took me by surprise. She was standing right by my side. She said, "Hey,
it's been a long time. I said, how you been? She said, living the dream, living the dream. But I know sometimes things are not always what they seem. But behind her disguise, I saw a teardrop in her eyes. Yes, there's some things that money really just can't buy. When you're broken inside, broken inside. When you're broken inside, when you're broken inside, broken inside, broken inside. When you're broken inside, when you're broken inside.
Thank you for joining us for Cumberland Country. If you like what you hear, join us again next Thursday night at 6 p.m. for more of the best local and regional country music. If you have any suggestions or comments, you can email me at cj@crescenthillradio.com. Check out the show's webpage at crescenthillradio.com/Cumberland Country. For links and show information on artists featured tonight, check out my personal website at cumberlandcountry.net. Stay tuned for Hippie Head Spotlight.